Hey, how you doing? Welcome to another edition of Making You a Bartending Pro. I'm Jason. What is the difference between orange liqueurs? So a liqueur in general just means that it's generally a spirit that's flavored after it's been distilled. So there's a lot of sweetness and flavor to it. An orange liqueur just means that that flavor and sweetness is orange in its style. Curaçao, it's basically was created by the Dutch traders first in the island of Curaçao, which is in the Caribbean, was made from Laraha, L-A-R-A-H-A, orange peels and the oils and extracts from those orange peels. Whether or not this was just a straight orange liquor that was distilled from that, or if it was a plain spirit and then those oranges and extracts were used to flavor the liquor after it was distilled, I'm not quite sure. Curaçao is, in theory, supposed to be a little darker and more syrupy than triple sec. The other thing with orange Curaçaos that I forgot to mention is that these were originally used as a brandy base. So a real common liqueur that's an orange liqueur that's a brandy base is Marnier. This is kind of the most common brandy based orange liqueur that you'll find. Cointreau claims to supposedly have been originally a brandy based liqueur, but seems to be a bit lighter these days. But I do know that Marnier is the most common kind of brandy-based orange liqueur that you'll find out on the market. Now, orange Curaçao, and then you'll also find blue Curaçao, which is basically a blue Curaçao. It's just an orange Curaçao with blue food coloring in it. Now, Cointreau claims that they invented orange Curaçao. I don't know if these are the same guys that were like Dutch traders back in the day, but they're laying claim that they created Curaçao and then removed the name after the fact from their bottle because they didn't want to be associated with a lot of the common, cheaply made orange Curaçaos that are out there in the world. Triple sec supposedly came along after orange Curaçao was very popular. Some say triple means for 3 different style of oranges that are used to flavor this. Some say it's triple distilled. The sec supposedly means dry, so it's like an orange dry liqueur, and that is how you pronounce that. It's not Curacao, it's Curaçao. So yeah, I don't recommend you do this, but let's see if we can taste a little bit of a difference between these guys. I'm just kind of putting it on my lips. Pretty sweet, right? Orangey, but you can taste the alcohol. Now I want to try the triple sec right next to it to see. Man, they taste like exactly the same to me. Really, they do. Basically the same damn thing. So, orange Curaçao, especially on the cheap end, is basically the same thing or interchangeable with any triple sec. Whoa, nice catch. And then of course, if you want to give it some pretty blue color, like in a crazy blue Hawaiian or any sort of tropical drinks or adios motherfuckers or blue motorcycles as they may be called on the East Coast, you can use this instead of like say the triple sec in the recipe. Let's see if we can taste the difference between these guys and like the nicer ones. So Grand Marnier, this is common in like margaritas, Cadillac margaritas. You can definitely taste the brandy base on that. So it's much more of the like brandy. You can definitely notice that richness to the brandy, and that's why this is much more of, you know, people that love Cadillac margaritas love this on there, and why this is an ingredient in certain shots, and it's a lot more of an apparent flavor there. This one, so I was using this for another video. Just a little bit on the lips. See, this tastes a lot cleaner than like these guys. It's a real clean and delicious. And supposedly this is a Curaçao. So if that's true, I can definitely taste the difference between that and this. Between these 3 though, if I was blindfolded, I don't think I could tell the difference. So there you go. There's kind of a little basic rundown of the difference between orange Curaçao, triple sec, and then how Cointreau and Grand Marnier fits into that category. So remember, these are all orange liqueurs, but only this and supposedly this are Curaçaos, whereas a triple sec is just kind of a generic white orange liqueur. And Any of these could almost be interchangeable in a drink recipe. I would think that maybe the only one that you couldn't is like Grand Marnier. If it calls for Grand Marnier, you probably want to use Grand Marnier. But if any of these are in a recipe and all you have is this, or if you need this and all you have is this or this, then it would probably work fine. So if you're an expert in any of this stuff and you want to share, then please feel free to leave comments below. If you're new here and you want to get notifications anytime I have new videos coming out, make sure you subscribe. All right, that's it for this one. Thanks for hanging out. I'm Jason. This is making you a bartending pro. I'll see you on the next episode. Take care. Cheers.